it is a tough one, you know. I think Ingrid Engen seems to be going. So, you know, they're going to need some sort of backup at the back, you know, whether Marta signs a new deal as well, whether she carries on. I don't know whether anything's come out there with regards to that. The three in the middle, you know, there's always been that conversation, and I completely backed it off, but there's always that conversation of, can the three of them, Vaitana, Patrick, and Alexei, play together in the same team? Whether something different comes of that for next year will be interesting to see, because all three of them didn't have the say that they wanted to have on that final. Maybe that's down to Arsenal, you know, in the way that they played. They always wanted that number 9, that scoring number 9. They brought Eva Payor in and got that. But I think down the left, there's a big question mark, as you mentioned, as to who they could bring in possibly to freshen that side up. The youngsters that they've got coming through, Vicky, Lopez, Sydney Sherton live, I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. Alba Canyo as well, who was making a few appearances in Liga F towards the end of the season. She scored against Sevilla towards the end. I should know because I commentated on it, but yeah. Alba as well. So they've got some young players there that they can develop to maybe be the next actor. Something like that. Maybe right back. Yeah, right back with maybe a bit more so there could be changes. I'd be interested in some of the tactical changes that the mayor maybe makes, rather than overall personnel. Well, he's now going to prove himself, you know, they've got a cup final coming up. They need to win that. I think they will win that. So, you know, 3 out of 4 is not bad in a season, but that's not what they play for. They play to be champions of Europe. They want what Lyon have done, and they want to set their own legacy, like what Lyon have done. But they won't do that playing the way that they did against Arsenal and playing finals like that, because they will get beat all the time.
Yeah, and it's just one of those, and when we had talked at the end of the build-up of the final, it's one of those things where, like you mentioned earlier, it feels rare, but the path to victory is, the other team has to be good, like you mentioned, they have to play great, and then Barcelona has to be off, or slightly off, and that's kind of what happened. That Levante result from the FA, notwithstanding that kind of, not to no disrespect to the Levante players, but I don't think anybody saw that one coming. But even with that tiny margin for error, you know,
what Lyon have done, and they want to set their own legacy, like what Lyon have done. But they won't do that playing the way that they did against Arsenal and playing finals like that, because they will get beat all the time.
Yeah, and it's just one of those. And when we had talked at the end in the build-up of the final. It's one of those things where, you mentioned it earlier too, it feels rare, but the path to victory is the other team has to be good, like you mentioned, and they have to play great. And
shine, you make it all shine. shine.